And I got to meet the casting agent, and we didn't have to say, we didn't have to audition or do a test. It was just we just had a talk. And then a few months later, I got the phone call to ask if I wanted to be Jango Fett. So I didn't really know too much about Jango, but they said it was Boba Fett's dad and all of that, so I had to watch a few of the episodes to
make some research.
Yeah, do some research, and then someone was saying, "Hey, Boba Fett, he's the bounty hunter," so you hear things. Oh, then you find out he was very popular, the bounty hunter. Then I'm watching the movies, episode 4, but he was only in it for a little bit. But yeah, and then I got to meet George, because we filmed Star Wars in Sydney. And because we live in New Zealand, it was obvious convenient for George to hire Australians, New Zealand, because we were right there in Australia. So it was just a wonderful experience to go through it and work with George. And obviously when you get to a movie set on Star Wars, it's big, It's like the big hall with blue screen everywhere. Green, blue screen, and it's just the scale of everything was just big. Because, in New Zealand we only make pretty small productions, so to work on something like Star Wars way back in the year 2000, it was just big, you could just say, wow.
Shocking experience.
Yeah, it was just so, you just knew it was going to be, it's part of this big movie, big, it was a big deal, so we had a lot of fun too, tried to have a little bit of fun while filming, and I got to work with George Lucas. He still wears that checkered shirt and blue jeans.
Like a team.
Yeah. It was very nice. Very. The good thing about George too, he tried to make us all, because I was a bit nervous because everything was so big, And my first scene on Star Wars was with Obi-Wan Kenobi when he come to visit the army. So it was my first scene. So I was a little bit shaky, Just had to try and relax quickly, and work with Ewan McGregor. So I enjoyed the experience. I just remember being quite nervous on that first day. I wish I wasn't just a little bit more relaxed, but that's what you get. It's like going on your first job, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And what do you think about your main character, about Jango Fett?
Jango Fett, well, I tried to, he was tough, no nonsense. And I was a big Clint Eastwood fan when I was growing up. Cowboys, Cowboys movie, Josie Wales, and the good, bad, and the ugly. So I was like a big fan of Clint Eastwood. So he was kind of like a Dirty Harry character in space. That scene in Dirty Harry where you go, "Hey, look at me, punk. How many bullets have I fired?" It was kind of that kind of thing where he sort of. You don't know how to take this guy, Jango, he's quite mysterious. He didn't do too much, he just kept to himself, didn't say too much. I didn't enjoy the part when he lost his head. That wasn't very nice, that part. But other than that, it was very, with the jetpack and so sometimes it's quite childlike. Sometimes it's like being a big kid, when you got all these toys to play. So
you feel like powerful.
Yeah, like powerful. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was just one of those things where you find out you find out from the fans and all the research that the Jango Fett comes from this Mandalorian kind of, what you got on your hat there, that symbol of the Mandalorian, and he comes from that background and trained by the elite warriors of these things. So having all of that, again, I really, if I was to do it again, I'd do a few things a bit different. It's just that